All right, we're back with another Sudoku After Dark. I found this puzzle that I thought looked interesting. It's actually part of a series, so depending on how this one goes, and if I get time to come back to it in the future, maybe we'll do some more in the series. But you can go check out this whole series. The link to this puzzle, as well as the series, will be in the description, as always. But this puzzle is called Señor Fog. It's part of the Foggy People series by Megan33, I think is how we're pronouncing that. Apologies if it's not Megan. We've got a few rules. If you want a more thorough description of the rules, go check out the puzzle. I kind of abbreviated things to fit up there nicely. But if you're familiar with these constraints, then it'll be normal stuff. But we've got fog covering the grid. So first of all, normal Sudoku rules. Digits 1 to 9 in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box. We have fog covering the grid. So you'll notice most of the grid here, all the way around the outside, is covered in fog. And so we don't know what's going on. And as we get correct digits, it will reveal the fog. There's these magenta lines. These are Renban lines. So digits on these lines have to form a set of consecutive digits in any order. So these could be 1, 2, 3, and 4. You could also go 1, 4, 2, 3. They don't have to be in order. You could do 3, 4, 5, 6. You could do 3, 6, 4, 5. I mean, whatever. They have to be exact. But you couldn't do 1, 2, 3, 5, for example. And then the green lines are German whispers lines. And you can assume that the line, extends into the fog here. And like this. So this is going to be a big line like this. Now, it could also go, they could cross theoretically. Like you could do that and that. That's interesting, but it doesn't really matter because even if they do, these are still connected this way. So the way German whispers lines work is adjacent digits on a German whisper line have to differ by at least 5. And then we have our normal crop key dots. There's a white dot and a black dot. There will be more of them, presumably, but a white dot separates cells that are consecutive, 1, 2, 6, 5, 8, 9, whatever, in any order. Black dot separates digits that are 1 to 2 ratio. 1 is 2 times the other one. So you could do 1 and 2, 4 and 8, something like that. And that is all we need to know. So link in the description if you want to try it yourself. And I'm going to give it a try right now. So we know these are consecutive. So one thing about German whispers is they alternate high and low. Now that's interesting. So if you think about it, they have to differ by at least 5. So even if you put something as small as possible in there, 1, the next one's going to be 6. So there's no possible way to have 2 in a row between 1 and 4 and 2 in a row between 6 and 9. Also, you can never put a 5 on a German whisper line because there's nothing, more 5 or more away from it. So alternating high and low. Well, so this one, if we click just the alternating ones, this one, skip 1 there, skip 1 there, skip 1 there. These are all the same high lowness, basically. And then these are the other. So these are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6, 7, 8, 9. Therefore, this could be a 5, but not necessarily. It could also be a 1 or a 9. Because if you put 1, 2, 3, 4 in these, you could have 5, 6, 7, 8 with a 9 in the middle. Or if you did the highs here, you could do. But that's 1, 5, or 9. And these are... Okay, so how does that help us? These are 1 to 2. I feel like I'm missing something obvious to get this started. 1, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Well, it's either 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this is the other one. Oh, well, interesting. So another thing with German whispers lines is the 4 and the 6 are pretty limited, because if you have a 4 on a German whisper line, what can be connected to it? Only 9. And as with a 6, it can only have a 1. So, oh, but these 3 aren't necessarily different, are they? Well, we know that there's a 4 or a 6 on here. Wherever it is, the other side will have to be the 1 or the 9. If it was here, you'd have 2 of them. If it was here, you'd have 2 of them. So one of these is definitely the 1 or the 9. Because if you did 4 there, you'd have 1. 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 So one of these. So what I was going to say is these 3 cannot be the 4 or the 6. Right? Let's say we have the lows in here, right? These couldn't be the 6. They would have to be 7, 8, or 9. Because if you had a 6 here, these would both have to be 1. 6 here, these would both have to be 1. 6 here, these would both have to be 1. And if the highs are in here, then this would be 1, 2, 3 instead of 7, 8, 9. But they're not necessarily, and these two, okay. So these 2 then can't be in here, but they also can't be on there. So we can get rid of the digits for now. It doesn't matter. These 2 are these 2. We don't know which is which, but they're these 2. Oh, that's the key thing. That's the key thing that I was missing. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that coloring for just a second. These 2, we don't know which is which, but they're on here, right? These 2 are those. This one is the same high-lowness as these 2. Therefore, this black dot, these are the same, there's 2 of them from 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, is it possible to have 2 digits from 6, 7, 8, and 9 that one is double the other one? It's not possible. So this must be low. This is either 1, 2, or 2, 4. Those are the only options there. Therefore, these are low. And you could also have, actually, this one isn't necessary. Yeah, this one is low because it's one of these. These 2 could still be 5, potentially. But these are definitely high. So you're definitely going to have a 1 in one of these 2. So this is no longer a 1. This is 5 or 9. So one of these is a 1. So one of these is definitely a 1, right? Because wherever the 6 is, there's going to be a 1 in one of these 2. So these are so this is not a 1. So this is 2 or 4. So it could still be 1, 2, or it could be 2, 4. If we put a 4, we can't put a 4. We can't put a 4. We already said we can't put a 4 on any of these because it would force 2 9s. So this is a 2. There we go. That could still be a 1 or a 4, but this cannot be a 4. This cannot be a 4. Now, we revealed some more stuff with our fog that we removed. Got another Ren band. And like I said, the German whispers might continue across. So these are definitely high. 6. So we've got a minimum 6 and 7 in here. Oh, but we can't do 6 because it's connected to a 2. So minimum 7, 8. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. 6, 5, 4. 4, 5, 6 is the lowest we can do on those, therefore. I don't know how helpful that it is right now, but this though, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With the black dot, you can't do 5 or 7 or 9. So it's 4, 6, or 8. 4 would have to be with 8 because we can't have a 2. 6 would be with 3. 8 would be with 4. This is not a 2. And since these can't be 4, and these two are these two, we can't put a 4 in those. So this is a 1. This is not 1 or 4. It's a 3. Very nice. 3 is going to go with a 2 or a 4, but we already have the 2 down here. These, therefore, must be 1 and 3 because they have to be the same as those. So we're going to get 2 and 4 in here, and this has to be the 5. There we go. Because the 2 and the 4 couldn't be in the middle, so they had to be in those two. Okay, we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in this column, so this is from 6, 7, 8, or 9. We want it to be darker, but it's almost getting a little too dark on the screen, I feel like. Okay, there we go. So now 6, 7, and 8. You could do 3 and 4 across here, theoretically, still. Okay. But 1 has to be down here. I don't know if that's helpful yet. What else do we want to do? So one of these two is a 3, which will require 8 and 9 in the connected. So we're going to do 8, 9, which would put a 7, or we're going to do 8, 9, which would do a 7 there. So one of those two is the 7. Which means there's a 7 up here. I don't know how helpful that is. One of these two is going to be 6 and 7. Six and 7. But that's not as helpful. So, I'm not sure what to do with that yet. This is a Ren band, but we don't know where it's going. Is this black dot helpful yet? We also know these are all 6, 7, 8, and 9, but that's not going to do us any good right now. I mean, this could be 1, 2, 3, 6, or 8 at this point. If this is 8, 9, 7, six, 7, this would be 8 or 9. Otherwise, this is 7. And this is 8 or 9. One of these is 7. The other one is 8 or 9, but I don't know. Do we care? Not sure. Oh, well, let's think about this. This, yeah. 5-digit Renban. This is something you always know about a 5-digit Renban. What are the possibilities? Well, you could start with 1 and go up to 5. You could do 2 to 6, 3 to 7, 4 to 8, up to 5 to 9. The thing that all of those have in common is they all contain a 5. Where can we put a 5 on the line? Right there. So this is a 4 or a 6. And do we need to get rid of our coloring there, or do we still? No, there's just still fog there. Okay, well, we don't really need the coloring anymore, I guess. Let's get rid of our colors that we already used. There we go. So it's a 4 or a 6. If this is 4, this will have to be 6, 3. If this is 6, then this will have to be 4, 8. So we're definitely using the 4 and the 6. but I'm not sure how that's going to help. So we've got the 5. This could be 6, 7, 8, and 9. Or it could be 4, 6, 7, 8. If we got rid of the 9, would that be a problem? This would be 6. This would be 7 and 8. And that would be 4. The 7 would go with the 8, 9. The 8 would go with the 6, 7. This would be 4. That's fine. If we do 6, 7, 8, and 9, is that a problem? So 6, 7 would be 8, 9. 8 and 9. If it's 8, 9, you would have 6 and 7. So, yeah, so that works either way. Okay, that's not going to be helpful yet. 6, 7, 8. Well, this is 6, 7, 8, or 9. This is 6, 7, 8, or 9. Right. Because of the column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6, 7, 8, or 9. This is a 6, 7, 8, 9 quad. This has to be 4. 8, 6. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. This is the 1 and the 3. This is 1 or this is connected to the 1 or the 3, so it could be 2 or 4. Okay, we've got, this is high, this is low. So this is 2, 3, or 4. It can't be the 1 because of the 1 there. It can't be 4 because you'd have to have 2 9s. This is 6, 7, 8, or 9, but it can't be 6 or 8 because of that. So if it's 7, then it's 2. 3 would force 9. Either way, looks like it's okay right now. 1, 3, 7. Same thing over here. This is also 2 or 3 with a 7 or a 9. We get 1 and 3 on the outside, but we also get a 2, 3 pair, which is going to make this a 4, making that a 3 and a 2 and a 3 and a 9 and an 8. And now we're getting somewhere. This 2 means that can't be a 6. This down here still has several possibilities, but we're making some good progress. What about this one? Still got a few options, I think. Oh, the 3 here makes that a 1, and so does this 3. So this 3 means this is the 8, 9. These are the 6, 7. So that's not 7. This must be 7. This is not a 7. So we've got 6, 8, and 9. This is the 6. So these are from 7, 8, and 9. We revealed some more fog, but where do we need to look? This can't be 3, 6 because of the 3. It also can't be 4, 8. 1, 2, 4. This one can't be 1. It could be 1, 2, or 2, 4, but there's definitely a 2 on that black dot. The 4 here means that's 2 and 4. Didn't see that. The blue on top of the magenta is actually a little bit harder to see, but it's all right. I've got hard mode, or I've got not hard mode. I kind of have hard mode. I have dark mode turned on, which is turning out to be a little bit like hard mode with my scanning on these lines, but that's okay. This could still be a few things. This could still be a few things. 2, 4, 4, 2, 2. There's a 2 up here. But, the 4 here, that can't be a 4. So this is 1, 2, or 2, 4. Maybe we need to look at, But this can't be 1, 2. It could be 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. No, it can't be 8, 9. Oh, it can't be 6, 7. Okay, so it could be 5, 6. Can't be 6, 7 because there'd be nothing to put there. It could be 7, 8 if it was in that order. It's the 8 here, but it can't be 8, 9. 5, 6, or 7, 8. There's an 8 in one of these. Is that helpful? I don't know. 6, 4. Oh, we have to have, there's no 9. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no 9. Oh, man. That was silly. I had that a while ago. Okay, so this is 7, 8. So this can't be 4 or 8. So this could be 3, 6 in that order because of the 3 down here. Or this could be 1. It can't be 2. So it could be 1, 2, or 3, 6. Eight, 7. So there's an 8 down here. The 9 there gives us the 7 and the 9. Well, I've said it before, but it's a good thing this is Sudoku After Dark and we're being calm and not yelling at the screen because people might be yelling at their screen when I'm missing things like I am today. But that's okay. We don't care about that. There's a 2 up here. There's a 4 up here. There's ones here. We need a 1 up there, and it can't be on the dot. So this is a 1. So we need 5, 6, 7, and 8. This could still be 5, 6. You'd have 7, 8. This could be 7, 8. You'd have 5. So if this is 5, 6, this is 7 and 8. If this is 7, 8, then you have 6 and 5. So that's a 5 or an 8 right there. Is that interesting for any reason? I'm not sure that it is immediately interesting, but it may become interesting at some point. Okay, well, these are 1 or 3 with 2 and 9. Don't know how helpful that is. And these are 5 and 6, I believe. Yeah, because we've got the 1, 3 pair, the 8, 9 pair. We've already got the 2, 4, and 7. Okay, where do we need to look at next? Is this one going to be helpful at all? It could still be 1, 2. It could be 5, 6, 6, 7. Except this can't be 6 or 7. So it can't be 6, 7, actually. Could be 5, 6, though. 5, 6 in that order. So it's either 1, 2, or 5, 6. So there's either a 2 or a 6 on this dot, and there's a 2 or a 6 right there. So this actually can't be a 6, which means that can't be 5. But it could still be 5, 6, or 7, 8, I think. But that's kind of interesting. Five, 6, or 7, 8. So there's a 6 or a 7 on there. There's a 6 or a 7 on here. So we can't have a 6 or a 7 over here. So it's 2. It's 2 and 4 and 8 or 9. Oh, it can't be 8. Wait, so what's... There's a 2 and a 4 up here. Oh, there could be a 5. there could be a 5 or a 9. There's a 2 and a 4 and a 5 or a 9. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, where do we need to look next? I'm not sure. Oh, the 2. The 2 here. Makes that a 7. And this is 6. Whoa. Means this is 8 and 7 and 9 and 8 and 5 and 6 and 7. And these are 6 and 9 in that order. And these are going to be 2, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. And the 1 makes this a 3 and a 1. And 3, 9. Okay, so what do we do next? We're making some good progress. 3, 4, 7, 8. These are 1, 2, 5, 6, 9. 3, 6. There's a 6 down here. There's a 9. Oh, there's a 9 over here. It can't be there, and the 9 up there rolls it out that spot. So this is a 9. Very nice. Now I have a black dot. It could be 1, 2. It would have to be in that order. It could be 2, 4. It could be, it can't be 3, 6 because of this 3. It can't be 4, 8. I think it has to be 1, 2 or 2, 4, which means that is a 2, which means this is 6, 5, and we get a 1, 4 pair there. But the 1, 3 tells us this is 4 and 1. Very nice. Okay. These are 2, 3, and 4. This one can't be 2 or 3. The 3 there, the 2 on the dot. This is a 4, making that 2 and 1. Can't believe I didn't see the 2 looking at the 6, 7 option there. All right, 5, 7, and 8. This one is not 8. That one is not 7. Okay. And now this is interesting. Well, we can't do a 1 for, first of all. If this is 9, we'd have 8, 7, 6, which seems like it would be possible. If this is 2, then we're going to have 3, 4, 5, because we can't do a 1, which also seems possible. This would have to be the 5, because of the 3, 4 here. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 5. So this is 5, 6, or 7. 2, 3, 4, 5 is doable. 3, we could do 2. We could do 6, 5, 6, or 7 are all possibilities there, basically. Okay. The 6 down here makes that a 2. This must be a 1. That gives us the 3 and the 1, and these are not 1s. This one's not a 2. 1, 2, 5, 6. Okay, for the column, we have 1 and 9, and the 1 to the left gives us the order of those. For this column, we have 4, 7, and 8, and this one can't be a 4. For this column, we have 3, 5, and 6. Okay. 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7. There has to be a 6 up here. It's got to be something with this Ren band. So if we do 2, these are going to be 5, and we'd have to have 3 and 4 there. Which seems okay. If we do 3, we could do 4, and these could be 5, 6, 5, I think. Or 3, 4, 5, 6, or 2, 5. Seems possible. If this is 9, you'd have 8, 7. Oh, this can't be 9. Look at the 9 right there. There we go. So we can't get to 7. Because if you have 3, these could be at most 4, 5, and 6. So this can't be a 7. This is 2 or 3. 2 or 3. 2. If you did 6, you'd have to have 5, 4. We'd have to have 4. 6, 4, 3, 5. Which I think works. It might not, but I can't quite see that it doesn't. But these are definitely between... They're definitely less than 6, or 6 at most, I guess I could say. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. They've got to be somehow from that group. So it can't be 4. They can't be 6, because we know the 6 is in one of these two. If this were 6, the 5 would have to be in one of these, which would make that 7, and this 5. That seems okay. Have we done? We've used the lines, the dots, the lines. We've used all the lines and the dots, I feel like. It's got to be something, either regular Sudoku, or it's something with this Renban line. 3, can this be 3, 4, 5? If this is 2, this is going to be 5, 3, 4. Should be 5, 4. Okay, what am I missing? I'm missing something. I'm missing something. 1, 6, 7. 1, 6, 9. I've got the 9, 9. There's a 9 up here. Do we care? I don't think so. 7, 6. There's a 6 up there. We already knew that. 2, 3, 5, 6. Look at that. This is a 7 or an 8 in the row. But again, do we care? I don't know that we do. Maybe we do. Maybe I'm just not seeing why we care. But I don't know that we do. 4s can't be in any of those, but they could be anywhere up there. 3. Oh, look at this. No, not quite. We almost have a quad there, but the 4. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, not quite. Wow, I'm missing something obvious, clearly. Oh, man. I feel like I've done everything with all the lines except for that Renban. I've done all of the dots. Oh, man, what am I missing? This is 3. Ah, if this is 3, that's the interesting thing. Look across here. Where is the 2 in this row? It's one of those. There is a 2 on the Renban. So what's the largest number we can put on the Renban? Well, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the largest. This cannot be a 6. That is 5, making that a 6, and this a 7. You know, maybe I should have seen that a while ago, but I don't feel like that was super obvious, so I don't feel too bad about not seeing that. This is not a 3. We've got the 4 there, so this is not a 4. This is a 4. This is now a 5 and a 4, and that 5 is going to give us the 8 and the 5, and the 8 will give us the 7. This needs to be 2 or 3. These are 8 and 9. The 7 will give us the order of the 7 and 8 over here, which will give us that 7 and 8. And then we need, this is not 5. The 8 in the middle gives us the 9 and the 8. The 9 gives us 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. That's a 9. The 6 gives the 5 and the 6. And 3 and 6. And we are done. Okay. I don't know. Maybe there was a better way to see that the 2 had to, in the row, had to be on the Renban, but that eliminated the 6 there. So that one I don't feel as bad about not seeing. I probably should have seen it sooner, but it's a little bit tricky. But down here, the 6-7 with the 2 next to it. Yeah, yeah, that was, I should have seen that. But anyways, there you go. That was Senior Fog by Megan33. So very interesting puzzle, very fun. I enjoyed that a lot. Very nice use of fog to reveal things as it went along, and we ended up with a, semi-symmetrical-ish grid at the end, other than the one Renban up here and a couple dots. But yeah, very nice, very cool. I enjoyed that. Thank you. Let me know if you tried this puzzle out, how it went for you, and if you were just following along with me, which thing you saw the farthest ahead of me. And let me know if you'd like to see more fog, and maybe we'll do more of this Foggy People series in the future. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.